Dear chess friends, welcome at the Royal Chess channel. My name is Maník. I want to show you game between Prizant and Oganyam. Is Sicilian Najdorf. White played h3. Now black played e6. Possible is, for example, e5, knight e2. Idea is f4, sometimes knight g3, h5, bishop g5, bishop e6, bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, knight d5, queen is hanging, queen d8, knight ec3, and position is unclear. Also possible is after h3, knight c6, bishop e3, e5, knight b3, bishop e6, queen f3. White won't play g4 and control d5 square. Bishop e7, castle g4, and white is little better. Also possible is after h3, g6, and this position is also unclear. Is dragon, but white didn't play f3 g4, play h3 g4 and then f4, so also unclear. Okay, let's go back to the game. White play e6, g4, d5. Also possible is h6, bishop g2, bishop e7, castle, knight c6, bishop e3. Also unclear position, but black played d5, white played knight de2. It's interesting move. White won't sacrifice pawn for development pieces. Possible was e takes d5, knight takes d5, knight de2. Knight takes d5 is not very good because this position should be okay for black. For example, bishop e3, castle, bishop g2, queen c4. Okay, white played knight d2, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, d takes e4, and now white won't play long castle and win pawn back on e4. White play bishop e3. Possible was bishop f4, but after h5, castle, king e8, g5, f5. Black should be okay. Because at the final position, knight on d4 is very strong because it's protected f5 pawn, and black should be okay. So white played bishop e3. Now black played bishop b4 check, c3, bishop d6. Let's go back. I think at this position is best knight c6, castle, king e8, bishop g2, bishop d7. What is idea of bishop d7 and knight c6? For example, knight c3, black just play rook c8, and idea is knight b4 and bishop c6, and sometimes attacking a2 pawn. So knight takes e4, knight b4, a3, knight d5, and this position should be okay for black. Let's go back to the game. Bishop b4 check, c3, bishop d6, castle, king c7. Possible was king e7, bishop g2, and also at this position white is better. Planning rook h e1, knight g3, sometimes f5. This ending is better for white. b5 is mistake because knight takes d6, rook d6 and bishop c5. Okay, let's go back to the game. King c7, bishop g2, bishop d7. Now white play interesting move, rook d2. Possible was bishop takes e4, bishop c6, f3. Question is why f3? Because if white change on c6, black should be okay, and after f3, some chances because black cannot play f5, and this position should be little better for white. But white play rook d2, bishop b5, bishop takes e4, and now black take on took on e2 and trying to change pieces and make draw, but white has two bishops and still is better. So rook d1, rook d8, king c2, bishop e5, and now how to improve the position. Possible was, for example, b4. No, but now is mistake. Rook d8, rook d8, bishop g5. Now is possible b4, then a4. But the white play b4, bishop g5, bishop f6, bishop f4 check, king c8. Now is mistake, bishop e5, because white just take on e5 and bishop takes h7, and white is spun up and knight on e5 is hanging. So bishop f4 check, king c8, g5, bishop e7, h4, and now white play black play g6, and now white play interesting move, bishop takes c6. Possible was also b4 and improve the position. So bishop takes c6, b takes c6, and one white won't change bishops and rooks and win pawn ending. It's not easy, but idea is correct. b4, rook d7, a4, bishop a7. For example, bishop c7, why just take and rook d2. And this pawn ending is winning. And the game was bishop a7, h5, bishop b8. I think it's mistake, because why just take, change bishops, take on g6, rook d2, and this pawn ending is winning. Okay, let's go back. After h5, black could play king b7, h6, and this position is also better for white, because if white change bishops, ending is winning. It's not easy, but white has a very good chances, and it's always very good play ending without risk. I mean, white can only win or draw. At the game, after rook d5, white just take and pawn ending is winning. For example, king d7, king c5, king c7, a5, and is winning. So black resign, and question is where black made the mistake, I think, and move 11. I think bishop b4 is not the best plan. I think best is knight c6, castle, king e8, and this plan rook c8, knight b4, and position is equal. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will meet again. Bye.